Yan ang lahat ng news and updates sa Philippine sports kasama ang iba't ibang pangalan sa palakasan. Power and Play kasama niyo ako, Noli Iyala, tuwing Sabado mula alas 8 hanggang alas 10 na sa Radyo 5 92.3 News FM.
Mas pinalawak, mas pinalakas, mas pakikinggan sa buong Pilipinas. By land, by sea, and on air. Broadcasting live from the studios of Radyo 5 in Mega Manila. 25,000 watts ng balita, impormasyon, opinyon, inspirasyon para sa bawat Pilipino. 92.3 News FM, Radyo 5, Radyo 5. Ito ang totoong tunog ng serbisyo publiko.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taong pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay cherry loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, cherry loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Power and Play! Narito na ako, Noli Iyala, kilalanin ang mga nasa likod ng bawat laro. Sa buhay man o sa playing court, game na tayo! Power and Play sa Radyo 5 92.3 News FM.
Sa kapwa ko Pilipino, ipagmalaki ang galing na meron tayo. Ilantad ang likas nating talento at magdala ng saya sa mundo. Sa harap ng pagsubok ay di susuko. Para sa pangarap tayo'y porsigido. Magpakitang gilas na at magpapatalo. Ipagdiwang natin ang Pilipino. Yan ang Pinoy. Mula noon at hanggang ngayon, talento natin ang bida. Mula sa simpleng bakuran hanggang entablado natin ipakita. May pagsubok man ng Pinoy, pinalalakas ng saya. San man tayo sa pulo, syumbe, sibay, lakay, amiga. Sama-samang pakita, ang galing natin katropa. Sa kapwa ko Pilipino.
Bisperas ng Chinese New Year, ang color of the day, pula. For love, prosperity, and power. E di paano? Bango na! Power and Play na!
Power and Play with Noli Iyala.
Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat, mga kapatid. Live from the Asea Beach Resort in Subic. Nagbabalik po ang inyong paboritong kasama tuwing Sabado ng umaga. Ito po ang Power and Play with Noli Iyala. Hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum, Cherry Tigo. It's fun to drive. Chooks to go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan at ng True Religion where passion meets power. Gongsi Fa Chai sa lahat po ng ating mga Filipino-Chinese na mga kababayan at mga suki. Happy Chinese New Year. Bukas na yan, yung tinatawag nating Year of the Rabbit. Kaya itong ating episode ngayong araw pong ito ay nakatuon doon sa ating selebrasyon sa Chinese New Year. Dito po sa Asea, sa Beach Resort in Subic, naghahanda na rin po ang buong resort para sa napakagandang Chinese New Year celebration. Kung may oras pa kayo, pumunta kayo dito. Naku, napakasaya po. Ang dami na nangyayari at ang dami pong tao dito sa loob ng Asea. Ito po ang kanilang game room kung saan makikita nyo naman nandyan ang table tennis, andyan po ang billiards, meron pong pool table, meron pong iba't ibang mga laro, meron pong mga video games, at sa likod ko po yung gym ng Asea. Of course, spectacular views. The pool is terrific. Yung beach po napakalinis, napakaganda, at higit sa lahat ang kanilang pagkain, at ang warm reception muli ng ASEA. Nagpapasalamat ulit tayo kay Boss Romel and Ma'am Sandra Sitin at sa lahat po ng staff and officers ng ASEA para sa kanilang muling pag-host sa Power and Play. Binabati po natin lahat ng ating mga suki na nakikinig sa Radyo 5, 92.3 News FM. Ito po ang Power and Play nagmumula sa ASEA Beach Resort sa Subic. Binabati rin po natin ang mga nanonood sa atin via 1PH on Signal TV and of course on Facebook Live. This is our Chinese New Year episode and that's why today, mamaya po makakausap natin isang, feng shui expert. Bakit po tayo nagpasok ng feng shui? Hindi naman tayo mag-aayos ng bahay o di kaya ay nagpapahula. Pero ito po ay ating paraan para lamang may usher at magkaroon ng konting light moment dito po sa Power and Play. Tungkol sa sports na pag-uusapan po ng ating feng shui expert si Mr. Norman Cruz ng International Feng Shui Association. Mamaya po yan sa ating second hour. Mamaya rin po makakausap natin ang bagong hirang na coach ng De La Salle University Green Archers, si Topex Robinson, sa kanyang unang pagsalta sa La Salle and of course sa kanyang return to the college coaching ranks. Mamaya po yan, kasama natin si Coach Topex Robinson. And in our first hour, just a little, in a few moments, makakausap po natin ang nagbabalik na import ng Phoenix LPG Fuel Masters or Super LPG's Fuel Masters, si Du'Vaugn Maxwell. Nagbabalik pong import para sa Governor's Cup. At of course, magsisimula na rin ang PBA Governor's Cup bukas. No? So talagang tuloy-tuloy po ang basketball. Pinag-uusapan ng basketball, of course, color of red, kulay ng Ginebra. Congratulations sa Barangay Ginebra sa pambihirang pagkapanalo muli last Sunday, before 54 plus or 54,000 plus people sa Philippine Arena. Again, a spectacular masterpiece mula kay Coach Tim Cone, kay Justin Brownlee, L.A. Tenorio, Japit Aguilar, Scotty Thompson, and the rest, Christian Stanhardiger na nanalo ng Finals MVP, and the rest of the Kings sa kanilang pambihirang kampeonato. The 25th para kay Coach Tim Cone. Again, my hats off, Coach Tim. Just a magnificent victory. My hats off as well to the Bay Area Dragons. Maganda ang naging serye. 7 games, they pushed Ginebra to the limit. And despite yung kanilang mga problema sa injuries, and of course yung hostile environment and yung home court advantage ng Ginebra, lumaban po ang Bay Area. And that's why this is my take dito po sa nangyaring finals sa Commissioner's Cup, no? Kitang-kita naman na pag may bagong putahe, bentang-benta sa ating mga Pilipino, sa ating po mga sports fans, mga PBA fans. Kitang-kita naman na bago rin ang enerhiya na dala ng isang bagong team. Bago rin ang enerhiya ng mga PBA teams pag nakakalaban ang bagong team katulad ng Bay Area Dragons. Kaya sa tingin ko, personal lang naman po ito, and of course, I have been there, dapat talaga ganyan. Nagbabago ang putahe. Hindi ko po sinasabing dapat foreign team. Ang sinasabi ko siguro lang dapat laging bago. Meron tayong traditional format na atin po nakagisnan na. Pero dapat din may bago tayong lumalabas na mga innovations pagdating sa liga. Siguro pati ang mga players, mga teams, nagkakaroon ng panibagong pag-iisip, no? And I think this idea of a guest team dapat talagang pag-aralan mabuti pa ng PBA. Lalong-lalo na ngayon na globalization na po ang basketball. Sana nga ito po ay simula na ng pagpasok, paghikayat, paghimok sa ating mga iba't ibang bansa sa Asia o kahit sa labas pa ng Asia na maglaro sa PBA on a longer term basis and in that kind of competition environment. Pero ito lang ang aking warning dyan. Pag nagpasok po ng foreign team, dapat malakas. Hindi po pwede yung hihina-hina. Dapat po ganyang kagaling. Kasama nung kanilang coach na si Brian Gorgian, international coach, national coach ng Australia. Kaya naman po napakataas ng kalidad. Kaya sana maging susi na to sa muling pagsigla at bagong pag-iisip dyan po sa loob ng PBA. Mamaya ha, pag-uusapan pa natin ng mas masinsinan yan. Alright mga kapatid, marami pa tayong tatalakayin ngayong Sabado po ng umaga, kaya sit back, relax. Handa na ba kayo? Ito na po ang ating show for this Saturday, Chinese New Year episode. Simulan na natin sa pamamagitan ng ating Sports Weekly Highlights.
Power and Play with Noli Iyala.
Siyempre, unahin natin ang dream finish ng Barangay Ginebra na kinuha ang PBA Commissioner's Cup title sa harap ng record crowd sa Philippine Arena. Tinambakan at tinalo ng Gin Kings ang Bay Area Dragons. Finals MVP si Christian Stan Hardinger habang nananatiling unbeaten si Justin Brownlee sa 6 na finals sa PBA. Speaking of Justin Brownlee, kinabukasan lang pagkatapos ng tagumpay sa PBA Finals, formal nang nanumpa bilang Pinoy si JB. Sa harap ng Senado, nanumpa ng kanyang allegiance sa Pilipinas si Brownlee para maging naturalized Filipino. Dahil dyan, pwede nang maglaro para sa Gilas Pilipinas ang ating kababayang si JB. At kasunod nga ng kanyang oath-taking, magsisimula na ang national team duties ni Brownlee. Sa Lunes, back to training na po ang Gilas Pilipinas. Pinangungunahan ni Brownlee ang 24-man pool of players kasama sina Kai Soto, Scotty Thompson, Junmar Fajardo at Japet Aguilar. Balik tayo sa PBA. Magbabalik na agad bukas ang Asia's oldest league para sa Governor's Cup. Pinaaga ang schedule ng conference para magbigay ng daan sa paghanda para sa FIBA World Cup. Pinagsamang veteran and newcomers ang imports na bibida sa Governor's Cup. Siyempre nandyan si Justin Brownlee ng Barangay Ginebra. Balik PBA din sina Sean Glover ng Blackwater, KJ McDaniels ng Meralco, Michael Qualls ng Rain or Shine, Cameron Clark ng San Miguel, at Du'Vaugn Maxwell ng Phoenix na makakasama natin mamaya. Bagong mukha naman sa liga si Jalen Hudson ng TNT, Eric McCree ng Magnolia, Ethan Rosbach ng Converge, Marcus Weathers ng Northport, Jordan Williams mula Terra Firma, at ang pinakaabangan na si Jonathan Simmons na naglaro ng 4 na taon sa NBA. Sa ibang balita sa basketball, may bagong head coach na ang FEU at Salle. Hahawak sa Tamaraw ang isa ring dating Tamaraw at two-time UAAP champion na si Denok Miranda. Naku Denok, congratulations! Para naman sa Green Archers, papalitan ni Topex Robinson si Derek Pomaren na tumagal lang ng 2 season sa kanyang comeback sa Salle. Mamaya po, abangan nyo ang ating panayam kasama ni Coach Topex. At sa volleyball naman, tatayo munang captain ng Green Line Cool Smashers si Gia Morado de Guzman. Hahalili si Gia para kay Eliza Valdez na nagpapagaling sa isang knee injury. Hindi na bago para kay Gia ang captain duties, lalo't naging team captain na rin siya ng Ateneo Lady Eagles noong season 79. Target ng Cream Line na madepensahan ang Corona sa Open Conference na ngayon ay pinangalanang All Filipino Conference. At yan po ang buod ng ating mga balita sa Sports Weekly Highlights. Naku talagang napakaraming nangyayari ha. Oh, by the way nandito na rin ang ating kababayang si Alex Ayala. Well, minala siya sa Australian Open but she's flying out on Monday. Update lang to sa mga Alex Ayala fans ha. Lilipad na po siya on Monday patungong Thailand para lumaban po dun sa Thailand Open. Another WTA event, professional event po yan na $250,000 event. Ha? So tayo po yung manalangin para sa ating tennis prodigy, si Alex Ayala. Of course, marami pang iba't ibang sinusundan tayo. Today is a 9-game NBA schedule at marami pang iba. Pero of course, hanggang ngayon, ang mainit na pinag-uusapan mga kapatid ay ang pagkapanalo pa rin ng Ginebra sa PBA. Kaya po, ito na rin ang ating magiging paksa sa Pulso ng Bayan na hatid sa inyo ng Chooks to Go. Alam naman po natin na ang naging bayani at ang bumuhat sa Ginebra, of course, principally, marami naman tumulong dyan, pero principally, ang bumuhat po sa koponan ng Gin Kings ay ang kanilang import na si Justin Brownlee. 6 finals, 6 championships si Justin Brownlee. Pambihira. And of course, siya po ay isa sa pinakamahusay na nakita natin. Pero may mga nagtutulak ng proposition na sinagsasabing siya na ang pinakamahusay all time. Kaya po itong ating pupulsuhan. Sa Pulso ng Bayan, hatid sa inyo ng Chooks to Go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan. Si Justin Brownlee na ba ang PBA greatest of all time import? Ulitin ko po yan, ha? Yung pang tiga Ginebra na si Brownlee, ang pinakamahusay na import ng PBA all time. Kung gusto niyo pong makipagtalakayan sa atin o mabasa ang inyong komentaryo, magpadala lamang po sa aming Facebook page ng Power and Play, ng 1PH, Radyo 5 o di kaya sa aking Twitter account at Noli Iyala. Mamaya po susubukan natin mabasa lahat ng inyong mga komentaryo. Alright, tuloy-tuloy po tayo bago tayo maghuntahan sa ating mga bisita. Muli, isang paalala sa ating Joyride Super App Top Up Promo. Tuloy-tuloy po ang pamimigay ng Joyride Super App ng 1,000 pesos e-wallet credit sa ating mga suki ng Joyride na tumatangkilik po ng motorcycle taxi, ng Joyride car, and of course, our delivery service. Napakasimple lamang po mag-download ng latest version ng Joyride Super App. Kuhanan ng screenshot yung app's home screen kasama ng inyong pangalan, ipadala sa Power and Play FB page via PM at isama nyo po ang inyong buong pangalan, registered mobile number sa Joyride account at pipili po kami ng 5 lucky winners ng 1,000 pesos e-wallet credits para po sa Joyride at magagamit yun po sa delivery at sa biyahe po yan ng motorcycle taxi at ng Joyride car. Alright mga kapatid, ready na po tayo sa ating unang segment dito. Walang iba kundi ang Fast Take.
Power and Play with Noli Iyala.
At ang Fast Take ay hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Kigo, It's Fun to Drive. And today, balik Fast Takers ang ating mga kasama, mga batang kaibigan natin sa sports media. Walang iba kundi si Philip Mattel ng Rappler.com at si Ivan Suing ng Daily Tribune. Good morning, Philip and Ivan.
Good morning, Noli.
Good morning,
Good
Philip.
morning, Philip. Mukhang wala pa si Ivan.
Mukhang wala pa nga po.
Wala pa si Ivan.
Mukhang magso-solo flight
Mukhang magso-solo flight ka.
Kaya mo naman yan.
Kaya mo naman yan, Philip eh.
Kagaya yung t-shirt mo.
Kagaya
Kagaya
yung-
naman. NBA Finals kagad.
Finals kagad.
Sige, bago tayo
pumasok sa mga issues.
How impressive
How
has
impressive
the Boston Celtics been?
Well, for me, Noli, they've been very impressive, especially nung start of the season. Wala pa si Robert Williams. Umalagwa na agad sila to the top record of the NBA. Yung kanilang offense yung nagdala at nung pagbalik naman ni Robert Williams ay defense na ang nananig, more of nagkakaroon ng resemblance dun sa magandang defense nila nung second half of the season. Tingnan na lang natin kung magsusustain ito sa second half, pero maganda ang laro primarily ni Jason Tatum na isa sa mga MVP candidate at tinutulungan din siya ni Jaylen Brown na may 27 points per game. Hindi nakakalain dalawa 30 points per game si Tatum tapos 27 points si Brown. Yung kanilang bench nag-improve din and I guess masusustain naman nila yung lead nila sa East. Hindi ko alam kung masusustain nila yung top overall record sa NBA pero I've been very happy with the performance of the Boston Celtics.
Best duo in basketball ngayon si Tatum at si Brown, definitely. And I think they are really going to have a wonderful year. Of course, hindi pa sumusuko yung mga nakapula ng Philadelphia 76ers, Philip. Kaya Alright, pinag-uusapan ng NBA. Just before I go to the fast take issue. Swaggy P is in town. Si Nick Young, of course, naglaro sa LA Lakers. Marami pang ibang teams. He will be playing for the mighty team dun sa Dubai. And he has voiced out his desire to play in the PBA. Sa tingin mo ba, magandang addition si Swaggy P pag pumasok sa PBA, Philip?
Yes, para sa akin, Noli, kasi si Swaggy P ay isang, din nga, sa nickname, Swaggy P. Swag, may angas yung laro niya. At saka naglaro po siya sa two of the more popular franchise dito sa Pilipinas. Naglaro siya sa Lakers, nag-champion siya sa Golden State Warriors, and yung laro niya, scoring niya 3 points, ang kalalayo, talagang very entertaining. Swak na swak ang panlasa ng laro niya sa ating mga Pilipino.
Oo, talaga. Sana makita natin ang paglalaro ni Swaggy P dyan sa PBA. Dahil shoot naman siya dun sa height limit, yung 6'6 and below. So I think may pag-asa na makalaro to sana. Wag naman natin hilingin na magkaroon ng injury, pero malay mo, makita natin si Nick Young. Alright, let's go to our fast take. Alam mo na to. Kayang-kaya mo to, Philip. Mag-isa ka, kahit siguro 10 issue dito, kayang-kaya ni Philip. Kaya ito, simulan na natin ang ating mga fast take issues ngayong umagang ito. Ang una nating tanong, naglabas na ang Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas ng listahan ng kanilang 24-man pool para sa final window ng FIBA World Cup. At napakabigat nung pool na yan. May magandang halo ng veterano, PBA, collegiate, yung mga nasa abroad, at of course, yung mga naturalized natin na si Brownlee at si Ange Kwame. So ang tanong, Philip, sino sa tingin mo ang makukonsider mo ng shoe-in para dun sa Final 12 ng Gilas Pilipinas final window ng FIBA World Cup qualifiers? 1 minute, Philip, go!
Inilabas na nga kahapon Noli, ang pool para sa final window ng FIBA Asia World Cup qualifiers. Hindi rin naman basta-basta ang ating mga kalaban sa February 24, yung FIBA Asia Cup silver medalist Lebanon, pati na yung kapitbahay nilang ang Jordan sa 27. Sa 24 men na pinangalanan ng SBP sa kanilang pool, ang nakikita ko lang sigurong shoe-in sa 12-man roster ay 3. Ito ay si ating bagong kababayan Justin Brownlee, tapos si Scottie Thompson at si Junmar Fajardo. Una, ang ating bagong kababayan sana ay maihabol ng SBP. Palagay ko naman maihabol para maaprubahan ng FIBA bilang ating bagong naturalized player. Tapos, kinakailangan natin, lalo ng Gilas, ang kanyang all-around skills, lalo na ang scoring punch. Hindi rin naman dapat mawala si Thompson at saka si Fajardo, ating mga MVP sa PBA. Si Scottie, nakikita natin ang versatility on both ends of the floor, especially nakita natin yung Bay Area Ginebra Finals. At si Junmar naman ay magbibigay sa atin na size at experience na kailangan natin dahil malalaki ating mga kalaban mula sa Middle East.
Oo, well, sinabi mo na shoe-in yung Brownlee. Of course, that will mean hindi makakalaro si Ange dahil isa lamang ang naturalized players. Alam niyo po mga kapatid, ito yung mga hindi pa po nakakaalam. Ito po yung ating final or 24-man pool. Scottie, CJ Perez, Ravenna Kiefer, Chris Newsome, ito magandang bagong addition to, Jerome Lastimosa, Roger Pogoy, Jordan Heading, Ray Parks, Francis Lopez, Shawnee Winston, another new addition, Dwight Ramos, 30 Ravenna, Jamie Malonzo, Calvin Oftana, Arvin Tolentino, Chapet, Justin, Kevin Kiambao, Carl Tamayo, Mason Amos, another addition to the team, bagong-bagong player, June Markay, Raymond Almasan, at si Ange Kwame. I'm very interested to see how Shawnee Winston, of course, will play as a shooter. Of course, Mason Amos is young, napakahusay na player. It will be very interesting paano pipili si Coach Chot dyan sa lineup na yan. Alright, let's go to our second issue. Again, walang tama, walang mali. Bato-bato sa langit, tamaan, huwag magagalit. Nag-announce na ang De La Salle University ng bago nilang head coach. Pinalitan si Coach Derek Pumaren for the upcoming season. Ang tanong, ang kanilang pinili, of course, ay si Coach Topex Robinson na mamaya makakasama natin dito. Anong grade ang ibibigay mo sa pag-appoint kay Topex Robinson bilang coach ng De La Salle University at bakit? 1 minute, Philip, go!
Well, ang binibigay ko na grade sa De La Salle sa pag-hire kay Coach Topex Robinson ay tumatanging na A. Bakit nga ba A?
Wow!
Dahil ang kanyang coaching style ay pinakabagay sa collegiate basketball. Nakita naman natin kung paano hinabi ni Coach Topex ang San Sebastian at Lyceum sa NCAA. Dinala niya ito pareho sa NCAA Finals. Ayon nga sa isang interview, dream come true para sa dating defensive stalwart na magmamana ng isang programang hitik sa suporta ng alumni at mga estudyanteng Lasallians. May papamalas ni Topex ang king talento sa pag-develop ng mga player dahil natatangi kanyang pagbuo ng relasyon sa mga ito. Kumbaga, isa siyang father figure sa ating mga student athletes. Ang kanyang words of wisdom ay importante rin sa mga Green Archers na nasa ganitong level ay nasa development stage pa rin ng kanilang basketball careers. Ang Lasal din naman ay hitik sa talento at sisiguraduhin ni Coach Topex na pagtatrabahuhin niya ito on both ends of the floor.
Excellent statement that I totally agree. Topex Robinson is a wonderful choice. Maganda, napakaganda na record niya, lalong-lalo sa collegiate league. And you know, one thing I like about this choice, si Topex is a fantastic example of survival as well as yung pagsisikap. Alam naman natin yan, he was not very tall, he was not very skilled in that sense. He was picked 44th overall back in 2001, pero nag-survive siya, he won championships, and of course, napunta siya as a coach. So talagang itong mamang ito, yung buhay niya mismo is an inspiration to players. And I really think that will be a big boost para sa Green Archers na sa tingin ko underachieving nung last season. Good luck sa kay Coach Topex Robinson. All right. Third and final issue of the morning, Philip. Naku, alam natin, magsisimula na ang PBA Governors Cup. Wala nga pahinga kakapanalo pa lamang last Sunday, pero tuloy-tuloy na dahil nga ang PBA ay tumutulong para sa ating paghahanda sa World Cup. So, ito po ang tanong. Sino sa tingin mo, Philip, ang early favorites mo para sa PBA Governors Cup? 1 minute, Philip. Go!
Noli, ang nakikita ko favorite sa paparating na Governor's Cup, walang iba kundi ang Barangay Ginebra. Ang defending champions from last year's Governor's Cup ay may continuity at momentum mula sa kanilang 7-game win against Bay Area sa Commissioner's Cup Finals. Pamilyar na sa isa't isa ang mga players ng Ginebra, of course, na pangungunahan ni reigning MVP Scottie Thompson at multiple-time best import Justin Brownlee. Nandyan pa rin ang all-star cast team ng Ginebra, sina Stanley Pringle, Christian Stan Hardinger, Japeth Aguilar, L.A. Tenorio, Jamie Malonzo, at marami pang iba. Siguro ang nasa tingin ko ang magiging pangunahing balakid ng Ginebra ay ang complacency at siguro ang fatigue mula sa isang very grueling na championship series. Ngunit kaakibat nito ang confidence na nakamit nila sa pagkakatibag ng isang napakalakas na foreign guest team na nanalasa sa ibang mga PBA team. Sa 3 linggong pahinga ay susubukan ni Coach Tim Coe na patuloy na maging motivated ang barangay na hindi pa rin nawawala ang suporta ng milyon-milyon nating mga kababayan.
I cannot disagree. Talagang tama-tama yung sinabi mo, Philip. Wala na siguro magiging favorite pa dyan kundi ang Ginebra. Intact lineup, same import. Sabi ko nga kanina, 6 out of 6 in the finals. Makatugtong lang sa finals. Parang nilista mo na yung championship. Kaya it will be very difficult for the other teams. Pero yan ang sukatan. And although ako sana, I really hope na may mga bagong teams na muling makaangat. Kagaya na nangyari nung Commissioner's Cup na nakakita tayo ng bagong putahe. Sana nga ay makaangat ang Converge, makaangat ang Blackwater, makaangat ang kahit yung NLEX makapasok or rain or shine, makabalik sa finals. But well, right now mukhang mabigat ang laban, lalong-lalo na pag ang Ginebra ang kaharap. Philip, thank you for giving your time today. Happy Chinese New Year. Enjoy sa celebration, Philip, at magkita-kita tayo muli. Maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat, Noli, at Gong Sipat Chai sa ating mga kababayan na Filipino-Chinese.
Maraming salamat. Mga kaibigan, ng ating kasama si Philip Madel ng Rappler.com, and of course, as usual, well-researched. Alam niyo si Philip, one of my favorites dahil ang galing. He researches, he prepares. Talagang journalist, no? Ganyan ang mga mahuhusay na mga batang journalist. Talagang they prepare, they research, and of course, they write it up. Talagang saktong-sakto doon sa binibigay na oras sa kanila pag humarap na sila sa camera. Dapat si Philip, ilagay nyo na sa TV yan, ha? Ate Shena, ilagay mo na sa TV si Philip. Magaling. Alright, bago tayo mag-break, isa muna pong paalala mula sa ating mga kaibigan sa Smart Puso Pilipinas is a movement to celebrate the Filipino athlete powered by Smart. Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Get a chance to win exclusive Puso Pilipinas merch by sharing their Facebook page in your social media accounts with hashtag Puso Pilipinas. The Giga Life app is the latest mobile app from Smart that lets you discover and enjoy your passions with the different Giga promos. It can be downloaded and used by Smart Postpaid, Smart Prepaid, Bro Prepaid, and TNT subscribers via the Apple or Google Play Store. What can the Giga Life app do for me? Check your balance, monitor your current subscription, top up using debit credit card, subscribe to the latest Giga promos, monitor your data consumption. When you are connected, Power and Play is powered by Smart. At sa amin pong pagbabalik dito sa ASEA Beach Resort, ang ating pong mga kasama, walang iba kundi ang nagbabalik na import ng Phoenix Super LPG Fuel Masters, si Du'Vaugn Maxwell. Ito po ang Power and Play. Hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Loom, Cherry Tigo, Chooks to Go, True Religion, at ng Smart.
I dare to dream big. To be a voice of my generation. To inspire resilience in the face of roadblocks. And in sharing my stories, I let others share in my passion.
Follow Kai's stories on Twitter and share yours. With Smart Double Giga Stories. Share 2 times the passion with 2 gigabytes for Twitter and more. Guaranteed every day, plus data for all sites.
Simple, smart ako.
Nag-uumapaw sa real chicken juice. Naswak sa panlasa ng buong pamilya. Available in sweet roast, pepper roast, at harissa roast variants. Chooks to Go. Masarap kahit walang sauce. Tawag na sa Chooks to Go Delivery Hotline 8687-1010 o online sa chookstogodelivery.com or via GrabFood at Foodpanda.
Magbabalik sa ilang sandali ang programang hindi nyo mabitawan sa 92.3 News FM, Radyo 5.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taong pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay Cherry Loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, Cherry Loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Your favorite NBA is back. Catch the thrilling season of the NBA every Monday and Friday on One Sports and every Saturday and Sunday on TV5. Always a fan of the NBA.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taong pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay Cherry Loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, Cherry Loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Tutukan gabi-gabi ang malalimang pagsisiyasat ng mga napapanahong balita. Hihimayin ang iba't ibang anggulo para sa mas malawak na diskusyon at impormasyon. Samahan sina Ed Linggao at Mian Los Baños mula sa Frontline tonight, Lunes hanggang Biyernes, 10:35 p.m. sa TV5.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taong pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat dapat ang gamitin mo ay cherry loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, cherry loom, tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Nangunguna sa balita at impormasyon, tulong at inspirasyon. Ito ang bago at totoong tunog ng serbisyo publiko para sa bawat Pilipino. Mas pinalakas, mas pinalawak na AM sa FM 92.3 News FM Radyo 5. Radyo 5. Balik tayo sa programang inaabangan nyo sa 92.3 News FM Radyo 5. Kami ang bagong tunog ng serbisyo publiko.
Power and Play. Game na sa Radyo 5 92.3 News FM.
What a beautiful day. Nakikita niyo po yung video ng ating pool. Of course, in the background, Mount Cinco Pinco. And then, of course, ang ating pong main building kung saan nandun ang dining and the celebration ng Chinese New Year. Again, what a wonderful day dito po sa Asea Beach Resort in Subic Bay. Nagbabalik po kami sa Power and Play. Binabati po natin lahat ng mga nagsasapit ng kanilang birthday on the eve of Chinese New Year. Binabati ko po ang aking kapatid nga pala, si Kuya Jovi, na bukas ay magbe-birthday. Happy birthday, brother. Paano naman ako? And of course, lahat po ng ating mga kaibigan. Siya nga pala, si Rafi Katan. Nasa Baguio ngayon. Kamusta, Rafi? Thank you for joining us. And lahat po ng mga nakatutok sa atin ngayong umagang ito. Alright, at this point, as we take a look at the scenics here in Asea, in Subic, tayo po yung nagmumula sa kanilang game room. Again, beautiful facility. Right now, we have with us already ready for our next interview. Siya po ang magiging parang bagong import ng Phoenix Super LPG Fuel Masters. He's a returning import that played last year also for the same team, and he's ready to once again help bring his team back to the playoffs. No other than our first import for the Governor's Cup that we talked to on the show, Du'Vaugn Maxwell of the Phoenix Fuel Masters. Du'Vaugn, thanks for joining us. Good morning.
Thank you for having me, man. Good morning to you too.
You know, it's a wonderful day. First of all, happy Chinese New Year's Eve. You know, everybody celebrates in the Philippines. How happy are you to be back in the Philippines?
I'm very excited. I had a 4-game stint last. Yes, I'm very excited. I had a 4-game stint last conference, and it was short-lived, you know, but I'm looking forward to coming back, having a full conference, given that I like the country, the situation, and everything about it.
All right. Well, you know, you were away after your stint in the Philippines. Can you tell us a little bit about your tour of duty when you left the PBA? Where did you play? And of course, how is your condition right now?
I'm in great condition. I'm a professional at all times. So I work all year round, whether I'm overseas working or at home with my family. This summer was very different for me. I got married, moved to a different state with my family as well, and I took a little bit of time off because prior to coming to the Philippines, I was in Ukraine. Unfortunate situation, so it took some time to get my mental and stuff, you know, and just cherish the things that are non-basketball related, like family. So I spent a lot of family time working out and stuff like that. I did play in the basketball tournament, the $1 million tournament in America, but other than that, I was just training for the up and coming season.
Well, congratulations on all of these things that have happened to you. You know, just a great way to open up another chapter in your career, Du'Vaugn. You know, you're coming back under very different sort of circumstances, though. First of all, last year you came in as a replacement import, and you played a couple of games, but of course you still made it to the playoffs. Unfortunately, you didn't really move too deep into the playoffs. But you're starting the Governor's Cup How significant is that for you?
Very much so, because now I get a chance to gel with the guys, communicate, get on the same page, and just get to learn each other versus freestyling. More so like trying to figure each other out during the game. We have a preseason session to do that now.
And of course, it's different when you know that you're being brought in as the primary choice of a team, and obviously that's a validation of the way you played last year for this very same team. The other different circumstance, of course, is that Coach Topex is no longer here. He's gone from your team. He's headed to the collegiate ranks, and of course, Coach Jamai Karin is now at the helm. First of all, tell us about what you think about Coach Topex as a head coach. In your brief time with him, under him, how much have you learned from him?
I've learned a lot, and one of the most important things I learned is just how far being a good person goes. Amongst other things, this is a business. I understand the business side of it, but the style and the culture that he imprinted in Phoenix is contagious. So I believe we'll continue on with it with Coach Jamai, just a different coach. He's still a great person. Coach Topex handpicked and his players and as well as his coaches. So it's still the same environment without Topex, but it's still a culture that he created, and it's easy to thrive in here when everybody's on the same page. It's different, different in the business side of it, getting used to a coach change and stuff like that. But it's also being a professional, you understand that that's business.
This is I'm going to ask you this all in jest. Coach Topex obviously is a guard, and he's a small guy, and now Coach Jamai is even a smaller guy. Is it something that you find a little? Have you ever had coaches maybe as tall as them?
It's normal. It's normal. And one thing I appreciate about guard-oriented coaches is that they know how to make my job easy. So
they're all good friends of mine. They're all people that I worked with. So I'm just so happy for both of them, Coach Topex and of course Coach Jamai. How is the team adjusting without Coach Topex? How do you see the team now gelling with you early, and of course without Coach Topex and the new guy, Coach Jamai, at the helm?
The respect and the admiration for Coach Jamai is the same as Topex. We respect him as a leader. We appreciate him. They're both very good guys. We have a different structure of a team prior to the last conference, so now we're all just trying to gel with the coaching changes. For me, being an eight-year veteran, a coach change is something I experienced a lot. For the younger guys, the rookies, it might be something new to them, But we just realizing that we just have to be high-class professionals and stay on the same path and continue just to play. Because when the tip-off happens Wednesday, nobody cares who our coach is, how many players we got. So we got to perform anyway. It's just being high-class professionals regardless of the situation.
Well, you played, and let's talk about your first tour of duty in the PBA. You played a couple of games in the elimination round. And of course, you played a quarterfinal game, which unfortunately you lost to Magnolia. It was very brief, but obviously it had some impact on you. What were the learnings from that experience when you first came over here in the PBA?
Being the only import was different for me. You have to have high volume shots, pace yourself, be in great condition. And one thing I like about the PBA, as far as the imports, there are no drop-offs. You'll play in many leagues in the world where, this import isn't that good, this import isn't that good. Every team has their own situation, but it's a lot of high-class professionals here. Everybody's pretty much good all the way across the board. And the physicality of the league, that's something to get used to as well. It's just different. It's very physical, and it's a different style of play, and it's fast-paced.
How are you more prepared? Du'Vaugn, for this next part of your, of playing again in the PBA, based on how you experienced it the first time around?
I think it's just more so understanding. When you first play here, you're not on anybody's scouting report, and things are just different, so you got to adjust. And just the same way that the league is adjusting to me, I'm adjusting to the league. Things will change day by day, week by week. but just being, like I said, a high class professional and just catching everything on the fly.
When you look, you've played in many countries in the world. Of course, you played in Ukraine and you played in other parts of the world. How does the PBA differ from these leagues?
Yeah, that's a great question. I would say the import rule, the culture is unmatched, and just the love of basketball, like
the culture.
I played in other countries where you have handball, soccer, and all different sports, and they get a whole lot of love. But here, basketball is everything. I think the second that I signed and re-signed, my DMs just blew up, and everybody was commenting and saying things like, "Oh, welcome back" and stuff like that. So basketball is like nearly religion here. So it's a great experience when everybody's on the same page, and they really appreciate the game of basketball the same as we do.
Did you keep in touch with your teammates when you were away? I mean, are there any teammates in particular that you are eager to play with again or happy to see?
Pretty much everybody. We got a great group of guys, man. Especially off the court, high class guys.
Yeah.
So we often kept in touch, even down to Matthew Wright, who left the team. Nick, who left the team. We still keep in contact, and when we see each other, it's the same love. We had a great all the way across the board.
How do you assess your team this year? How much have they grown from the first time you played with them?
We're a different team, and that's something that I had to understand for my own good and my own being. We're a different team. We're a lot younger now than we were from the first conference, So leadership is more important now for me and my role for the team. We're just a different team now. I wouldn't want anybody to expect or look for the old style of Phoenix or the way we used to play. Now it's just a bunch of young guys and a bunch of veterans all collaborating together. So we're a different style of team.
Well, it'll be interesting to see, your team play again with you there. Of course, a lot of Filipino fans want to know a little more about you, Du'Vaugn. First of all, do you play other sports? Did you ever play another kind of sport outside of basketball?
I played football my freshman year in high school. I was pretty good.
Wow,
yes.
Really?
And my basketball coach would come to my practices and my games and cringe. Are you ready yet? Are you ready yet? Are you done? Are you going to hang this up?
What position were you playing in football?
Wide receiver and defensive end.
Wow. That's a tall wide receiver.
So my coach eventually got me off of the football field and said, we're just doing basketball full time. So since then, just been playing basketball year round.
Outside of basketball, what do you do? What do you like doing in your spare time, Du'Vaugn?
Talking to my family. I have 2 kids and a wife, so it's a house full of women. So they pretty much dictate my days. We talk all day long. So in my free time, I like to play video games, read books, and stuff like that. And in a beautiful country like this, I like to go sightseeing and trying different food. I'm on restaurant number 20-something right now. So
my goodness,
and stuff like that.
What kind of food do you like? Have you tried the Filipino dishes?
Oh man, I actually just left dinner with my agent BJ. I want to say 2 days ago, and we tried this dish, I forgot the name of it. It starts with a B, I believe. So the fish with the cheese on top of it.
Fish with the cheese, bangus? Bangus?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
See? My first time trying it. I loved it. BJ has been putting me on a lot of the foods and stuff. I love Filipino food.
Well, obviously the Philippines is not only Metro Manila. There's so much to see, and you'll have to spend a little more time. I am in Subic Bay, and this is Asea. This is one of the best resorts that you can be in, which is close to Manila. It's just about 2 hours away, so you have to try Asea Beach Resort. It's a terrific place to be in, Du'Vaugn. All right, talking about that, what do you like about the Philippines? And what, I guess on the other hand, what is it that you don't like about our country?
I haven't really got to the don't like part, and hopefully it stays that way. I like the atmosphere and the culture, how very accepting you guys are. Walking by and seeing people that are very nice and greeting and stuff like that. Very polite and just very nice and neat people. I appreciate that part about the Philippines. It makes it easy to be an import here. It feels like a second home, more so.
Oh, and when you compare the traffic here and all the things, Is it still worth it? I mean, considering how much traffic we have here, is the basketball still worth it, Du'Vaugn?
For sure. I'm from New York, and I was explaining this to our liaison officer Rudy the other day. I'm originally from New York, so I'm used to traffic.
Right.
But I was also processing, when I first signed here, and it's like, okay, I don't have a car and stuff like that. But I'm like, I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful because I could drive in New York easily, but I drive here. The traffic here is different. It's different.
Well, they say if you can drive in Manila, you can drive anywhere.
Anywhere in the world. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Let me ask you, Du'Vaugn, when you were growing up, who was your basketball idol?
Woo! I had a lot. My father was a big basketball head, New York Knicks fan, but he loved Wilt Chamberlain, so I grew up watching Wilt Chamberlain. When I came to my own sense of basketball, I was a huge fan of Michael Jordan, and then for like the new generation is definitely LeBron James and Kevin Durant. More so Kevin Durant because his style of play was just one of a kind. LeBron as well, but I was more so a Kevin Durant fan.
Well, interesting. And of course, when you were growing up, talking about your father as a kid, was there a personal goal for you in terms of your career in sports? Did you want to reach a certain point in your career that either you've already reached or you're still, working on?
I want to be a champion. I fell short many times in my career, and I take all those losses on the chin. And before I leave the game, I want to be a champion. That's number one on my list. Like leaving with a championship or championships.
And of course, the PBA is now in your career path. Do you think that this is the right place to achieve that dream or your personal goal as a child?
I believe so, definitely so. I think when you look at the front runner of the league, it's no secret. It's Justin Brownlee, who just recently classified as a Filipino. He's 34 years old. He's been doing it for a long time. When your time comes, and you just have to be prepared and ready, healthy, and in the right state of mind to lead and run a team and really just drive it all the way out to a championship. The time it's on God's time. I just have to be prepared on my end.
Well, it's going to be a very tough one, but Phoenix has always been a team that has always been knocking at the door, and hopefully with you around from the start, because of course you came in last time up. You were at the end of the elimination round, maybe from the start. Hopefully you can advance a little further here. Du'Vaugn, just as a final shot, your message to the Phoenix fans. I guess what they're waiting for is your bold prediction for your team this coming Governor's Cup. What is it? And of course, your message to all of them.
My message to the Phoenix fans would be thank you for having me back. Thank you for being supportive throughout everything the team changes have been going on and stuff like that. And we look forward to giving you guys 110%, as we always have in my absence and also in my presence as well. And we're looking forward to a good season, a positive season. And we know that we're going to give our best as you guys give your best as cheering us on.
Well, everyone's looking forward to a great conference for you. And I am certainly going to be following your games in the Governor's Cup. Du'Vaugn, thank you so much for joining us this morning. All the best, and again, Happy Chinese New Year to you.
Thank you for having me, man. God bless, man. Thank you.
Thank you. Mga kaibigan, si Du'Vaugn Maxwell, ang import ng Phoenix Super LPG Fuel Masters. Just a wonderful guy. I'm reading all of the things that he's done. Just a terrific player. I hope you guys get to watch him because he's going to be an exciting player to watch with Phoenix. Alright, bago po tayo mag-break at ating pong ipasok ang ating susunod na guest, silipin muna natin ating mga viral videos at pop culture sa mundo ng sports sa Stop and Pop.
Power and Play with Noli Iyala.
Ang susunod po nating video ay hindi po para sa mahihina ang puso. Kahit nakapula ako Extreme. Ito pong susunod nating video. Pakita natin ito Panoorin niyo pong mabuti ang skydiver na ito. Malalaglag ang kanyang cellphone. Ayun Hinabol pa ng loko. Aba si kuya. Talaga naman sinundan pa. Yung nalaglag na cellphone. Aba kayo ba mga suki? Kung kayo ba ang malaglagan ng cellphone, susundan niyo pa sa ganyang kataas na bundok? Sana lang safe si kuya at nakuha niya ang nahulog na cellphone at worth it para sa kanya yan. Yan po ang ating viral video sa Stop and Pop. And right now mga kapatid, makasama natin, sabi ko nga, nandito po sa loob ng ASEA Beach Resort in Subic. At whenever we are here, we are always hosted by our very good friend, Melissa Corilla, events head ng ASEA. Melissa, thank you again for joining us, and thank you for hosting Power and Play.
Thank you po, Sir Nolly, and for visiting us always here in Subic, no? So, Power and Play family.
Alam mo, napakaganda ng facilities. I've been talking about it. It's so beautiful day today just to celebrate Chinese New Year. But let me ask you first, no? Bago tayo mag-usap tungkol sa Chinese New Year.
Yes.
When I entered kanina, nakita ko yung EV charging station na parang may ribbon cutting. Ano ba yung EV? Ano ba yan? EV charging station. What is that, Melissa?
So, ASEA as a resort, with rich advocacies like sustainable efforts. So, we are promoting electronic vehicles. We are supporting those road users with electronic vehicles by installing an EV charging right in our parking. So this is to promote more environmental and sustainable options to our guests. So they can use that by just
Charging?
yes, charging. So
libre ba yan?
it's 10 pesos,
10 pesos?
for 5 minutes.
Pambira.
So it's like a coins or slot machine.
Oo.
So later on, we will be having the inauguration of that.
Ang daming ang daming tao. Sino ba yun? Who are those people there? Yung parang mga, is there a group? Ano ba yan?
So that's going to be us, the ASEA management, of course, together with the EVAP or the Association of the Philippines, the Vehicle Association of the Philippines. So later on, we will have the ribbon cutting.
Wow! Of course, ang Cherry Tigo has an electric vehicle, di ba? Melissa, merong electric vehicle, ang Cherry Tigo, which also, of course, is part of the ASEA family. Alright, pinag-uusapan natin ng Chinese New Year, bisperas ng Chinese New Year. It is the eve, and it's just fun time here. You know, yung music po, yung ambience dito sa ASEA, just wonderful. There's a buffet. Ano ba nangyayari? How is the celebration going to come? What have you prepared for our guests for Chinese New Year?
Yes, so for the Chinese New Year celebration here at ASEA, this is our way of showing support for the Filipino Chinese community here in our country. So today, we will be having a Chinese New Year buffet later on at the Salt Bar and Restaurant. So Chef Linda prepared a really good buffet spread for our guests. And then we also gifted our guests with tikoy.
I saw that in my room, ha? Nakita ko yan. Tikoy,
So we gave everybody a box of tikoy in their room as a lucky cake. And then tomorrow, it's the Chinese New Year day. We will be having a lion and dragon dancers within the entire resort.
Wow.
So that's from 12 noon to 2 p.m.
Nice.
To spread good luck and
Talaga?
prosperity po.
Yeah, and nakikita po natin. Yan yung EV charging station na sinasabi natin. Look at that. Kita nyo naman, no? Napakaganda, mga kapatid. Talagang very, very professional. It's it's very, very convenient for all of the guests here who come over. Meron nga nagcha-charge, may nagcha-charge na. Alright, talking about the Chinese New Year, meron pa daw isang mangyayari bukas about some turtle hatchlings. Can you tell us about this, Melissa?
Sir Nolly, it's a week for some reason. Every time, for the past 2 years, every New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, may nag-hatch na turtles in our beach.
Dito sa beach niyo?
Yes. So it's an indication of really clean and great beach because turtles are attracted to actually lay their eggs in our beachfront, and then we just wait for 80 days, and then they're gonna hatch na into little turtles. So that's one of the.
Tapos what? Do you release them in the sea?
Yes, we release them together with the guests, so we encourage them to actually witness the releasing of the babies, the turtle babies, to this because it's a once in a lifetime experience.
What time is that tomorrow? Mga anong oras yan?
It's expected usually in the morning.
In the morning?
Tomorrow, let's see if we will be lucky enough to witness that occurrence, sir.
Kita nyo naman mga kapatid, ang dami po nangyayari sa ASEA, yung turtle hatchling releasing to the sea. Of course, the Chinese New Year celebration. Ang pagkain po dito, there's a buffet tonight. Pambihira ang inihanda ni Chef Linda. And of course, the dragon dance, yung lion dance. Just wonderful time here. So again, Melissa, please invite everyone to come over and enjoy. Kung makakahabol pa sila, humabol sila tonight, di ba?
Yes. For those who are nearby and don't have plans pa for the Chinese New Year, we are inviting everyone to please come and taste our Chinese New Year spread here at the Salt Bar and Restaurant. So it's from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. for only 1,799 per person. And Sir Nolly, I just want to add na lang din po to invite everybody, especially for those couple who are getting married, to actually visit us during the Weddings and Beyond Expo on January 28 and 29 at the Crystal Pavilion Hall, Booth 880 at Okada, Manila.
Yun! No, it's perfect. I've seen a lot of weddings here. It's just perfect to get married and have your ceremony here. Just beautiful setting, lalo na sa sunset. Naku, napakaganda po ng beach ng ASEA.
Thank you, sir.
Beach Resort. Melissa, thank you again always for helping us and supporting Power and Play, and of course our advocacy for sports. Thank you again for hosting Power and Play. We'll see you around.
Thank you, Sir Nolly. Thank you, Power and Play, and more good luck to all of us.
More good luck indeed. Maraming salamat. We will be back, mga kaibigan, sa Power and Play with more interviews in our second hour when we return. Kasama natin si Coach Topex Robinson. Ito po ang Power and Play. Hatid sa inyo ng Cherry Loom, Cherry Tigo, Chooks to Go, True Religion, at ng ASEA.
I dare to dream big, to be a voice of my generation, to inspire resilience in the face of roadblocks. And in sharing my stories, I let others share in my passion.
Follow Kai's stories on Twitter and share yours with Smart Double Giga Stories. Share 2 times the passion with 2 gigabytes for Twitter and more. Guaranteed every day, plus data for all sites.
Simple, smart ako.
Nag-uumapaw sa real chicken juice na swak sa panlasa ng buong pamilya. Available in sweet roast, pepper roast, at harissa roast variants. Chooks to Go. Masarap kahit walang sauce. Tawag na sa Chooks to Go Delivery Hotline 8687-1010 o online sa chookstogodelivery.com or via GrabFood at Foodpanda.
Magbabalik sa ilang sandali ang programang hindi nyo mabitawan sa 92.3 News FM, Radyo 5.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taong pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay Cherry Loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, Cherry Loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
tutukan gabi-gabi ang malalimang pagsisiyasat ng mga napapanahong balita. Hihimayin ang iba't ibang anggulo para sa mas malawak na diskusyon at impormasyon. Samahan sina Ed Lingao at Mian Los Baños mula sa Frontline tonight, Lunes hanggang Biyernes, 10:35 p.m. sa TV5.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taong pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay cherry loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, cherry loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Ngayong Sabado sa Alagang Kapatid, alamin ang ilang mga kondisyon na kadalasang iniuugnay sa Autism Spectrum Disorder o ASD. Makibalita sa ilang programa at proyekto ng isa sa kinikilalang produkto sa bansa pagdating sa crafting at building partner for everyone. At samahan ang Alagang Kapatid Foundation para sa aksyomatikong paghahatid ng tulong sa mga kababayan nating apektado ng shear line sa Visayas at Mindanao. Makipagkwentuhan sa totoong tunog ng serbisyo publiko. Hatid ng tambalang Monchi tuwing Sabado 1:00 hanggang 2:00 ng hapon sa 92.3 News FM, Radyo 5.
Na-miss mo ba ang game kagabi? Gusto mo bang malaman ang latest happening sa sports? Like and follow us on social media. Pwede mo nang balik-balikan ang mga paborito mong games anytime, kahit saan. At pwede mo nang i-share sa tropa. Dito lang tayo sa nag-iisang go-to tambayan ng lahat at One Sports PHL on social media.
Mukhang kailangan ko na naman palitan ng bubong ko, pare. Mag-iisang taong pa lang yan. May tulo na kagad.
Ay, bossing! Baka naman kasi hindi matibay yung ginamit nyo. Dapat ang gamitin mo ay cherry loom, ang yerong aluminum. Basta yero, cherry loom. Tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero.
Mas pinalawak, mas pinalakas, mas pakikinggan sa buong Pilipinas. By land, by sea, and on air. Broadcasting live from the studios of Radyo 5 in Mega Manila. 25,000 watts ng balita, impormasyon, opinyon, inspirasyon para sa bawat Pilipino. 92.3 News FM, Radyo 5, Radyo 5. Ito ang totoong tunog ng serbisyo publiko. Balik tayo sa programang inaabangan nyo sa 92.3 News FM, Radio 5. Kami ang bagong tunog ng serbisyo publiko.
Power and Play, game na sa Radyo 5, 92.3 News FM.
Back dito po sa ASEA Beach Resort in Subic Bay, inside the game room. Again, happy Chinese New Year, Gong Si, Fat Chai, sa lahat po ng ating mga kaibigan, mga suki na Filipino-Chinese. Pulang-pula tayo ngayon dahil bisperas ng Chinese New Year. Siya nga pala, bago tayo magpatuloy, gusto ko lang batiin and a big shout out po sa mga kadi ng Puerto Azul sa Ternate, Cavite. They actually we played there and yung aking mga kadi doon nagpapabati, lalo-lalo na si Dario Pescasio na nagkadi para sa akin. Kinakamusta rin po natin si Fernando Espino, Jay Jones, Jay Vizcara, LV Bergavera, Edward Villarao, Charlie Cabral, and many others. Maraming salamat sa inyong very, very warm welcome sa amin dyan sa Puerto Azul, Ternate, Cavite. Alright, at this point, alam niyo po, ang balita, of course, na malaki na lumabas ngayong linggong ito ay ang paghirang sa isang napakagaling na coach. Hindi lamang sa collegiate ranks, kundi sa pro league. Na ngayon po ay nagbabalik sa UAAP or first time niya sa UAAP pero nagbabalik sa collegiate ranks. And I cannot find any other better person to lead my own alma mater, De La Salle University Green Archers, sa UAAP Season 86. Ngayon po kasama natin, walang iba kung hindi ang bagong head coach ng Green Archers, si Coach Topex Robinson. Magandang umaga, Coach Topex!
Tom, good morning po and good morning po sa lahat ng ating mga listeners at taga-subaybay po.
Congratulations, unang-una, Coach, for a pambihirang appointment. I'm very happy. I'm very happy for the community. I'm very happy for the alumni. And of course, I'm very happy for the team. Sabi mo, in one of your interviews, let me go straight. Sabi mo, this is a dream come true, Coach Topex. Bakit? Bakit dream come true?
Sabi ko nga po, it was 28 years in the making because when I used to play for San Sebastian back in 1995, remember ko before po yung laro ng NCAA nasa Rizal Memorial. So yung travel po namin from San Sebastian sa Recto, papuntang Rizal Memorial, dinadaanan po namin palagi yung Taft, which is where La Salle is. So, hindi ko po talaga makakalimutan. It's so vivid to me na every time po dumadaan kami doon, sabi ko, sana makalaro ako dito, again, sobrang po sa akin yun, pangarap ko po talaga, but again, sabi ko nga po, I'm so grateful to San Sebastian because sila po ang nagbigay sa akin ng opportunity. Ito naman po ay isang pangarap lang nung panahon na yun na makalaro po ako sa kanila. And there was this one time po na nag-tune up din kami back when sila Coach Mon Jose, sila Dino Aldeguer, naglaro po doon sa unang lumang gym yun kami. Doon po sa campus.
Niluma pa, sa likod.
Sabi ko nga po kung pwede bang hindi na ako umalis dito.
Pero alam mo,
that's what, it all started po.
Sabi nga nila, every part of your journey is necessary. Kaya nga sabi mo, you went through San Sebastian and you did very well at yan ang naging stepping stone patungo sa napakagandang career. Of course, nagsukli ka naman sa iyong alma mater by being a head coach there and moving forward after. And now you find yourself, nandito ka na nga sa La Salle campus and everyone welcomes you with open arms and of course a very, very warm welcome. Pero before we talk about La Salle, obviously you left Phoenix when your contract expired. Wala ka bang talagang, was there any plan to renew or talagang, kumbaga, you wanted a change of atmosphere? Ano bang naging rason sa decision mo, Coach?
Actually, meron po. Actually, it's really a nice offer. Hindi po talaga siya, kaya po napakahirap to really, for me to decide kasi po, Phoenix has been good to me. They took care of me for the past 5 years. They gave me the opportunity po to coach them, to be the head coach for 2 years, and sabi ko nga po, wala na po akong hinihiling. Sabi ko nga po, nung nag-usap kami, na I'm okay po. There's nothing really out there for me. I'm gonna stay with Phoenix. And I remember, I'll just share with you, hindi ko pa po ito na-share. Nung pagdating po ng Christmas, Christmas Day
birthday
po.
Mo yun. Birthday mo yun, di ba? Birthday mo?
Yes, yes po. Nagtrabaho ako nung nag-racket ako sa PVA noon. So I did a commentary and doon ko po unang narinig yung sinabing, Coach, nasa Lasal ka ba? So wala po akong any idea na, sabi ko, the last time I checked, wala po eh. So wala po. I just covered the game and then nung 27 po December 27, again, somebody messaged me na, you're on the short list.
Wow.
I don't know how that short list looks like, pero I'm sure marami po yun kasi knowing Lasal, it's, the tradition, obviously, I wouldn't hear anybody, I guess, say na maybe 8 out of 10 will say they want Lasal they want to coach Lasal. So, yung list po na yun, hindi ko po alam. I have no idea. And then, come January na po, first week ng January, doon na po talaga nagkaroon ng kumbaga, konting galawan na totoo na po. Pero out of, nun wala po talaga. And yun nga po ang nangyari. That's why I have to make a decision to not renew with Phoenix. It's because alanganin na rin po ko. May opening na po kasi. And unfair naman po sa Phoenix na mabibitin po sila. So, it came to a point that I have to decide if I should stay or not.
So in other words, yung Lasal was in the back of your mind, pero it was not the real reason. Hindi yun ang rason kung bakit. You just wanted to open your options. Ganun ba yun?
No, actually, it's really one of the reasons,
It was really the reason. In other words, you were hoping na makonsider ka, parang ganun.
Yes po, And I was open to management naman po with Phoenix na may nangyari po na na nagkaroon ng opening. Sabi ko nga po sa management, wala pong clear, pero po, I really wanna look at that kasi po, again, actually, yun lang po ang nangyari na pwede ko po kasing kausapin lang just for due respect na if there ever was gonna be an interview, I just wanna come up there and just, again, just present myself.
So, Coach, kung hindi mo nakuha yung Lasal, wala kang trabaho ngayon?
Wala po.
Talaga? Oh, goodness.
Com, it's really something I've had sleepless nights for 2 weeks, Com. Dalawang bagay po yung inisip ko lang eh. Ano po ba yung pagsisisihan ko? I took the offer and I found out later on that they were really interested in me. Or I will not take the offer and ended up Lasal not picking me. So sabi ko po, mas pagsisisihan ko po siguro yung nagstay ako and then nalaman ko po that ako po pala talaga yung gusto nila. So, I've never thought I'm gonna put myself in this. That's really a leap of faith po coming from me.
Grabe yun. Bilib ako sa'yo, Coach, kasi, I mean, kumbaga, tumaya ka na bahala na. In other words, kasi kung nagkataon na hindi ikaw napili, you would be left without holding an empty bag. On the other hand, naandun na yung, kumbaga, andun na yung offer, andun na yung kontrata, andun na yung pera, yun ay binitawan mo. And I'm sure Phoenix gave you a very generous offer, no, Coach?
Yeah. So, I was computing, I was saying, again, it came out, sabi ko po, ang laki po talaga ng sinugal ko, but that's what I told Lasal ko.
Wow.
If you're asking for commitment, I'm gonna give you commitment. That's really my that's how much. Sabi ko po, hindi pa ako nambobola sa inyo. If you wanna prove my loyalty to Lasal, wala pong guarantee. At sinabi rin naman po nila sa akin ko, there's no guarantee, Coach, we don't wanna put you in because you have to make a decision. Hindi po nila ako sinabi na, okay then. Wala po talaga nangyaring promises.
Grabe.
Sinabi po na sila sa akin, they were straight, Coach, we have a few names that has to go through a process. We cannot guarantee you, so we don't wanna be accountable na sasabihin mo. Kasi sinabi nyo, wala po talaga. And I just told them,
grabe.
I messaged the manager, sir, I'm deciding not to sign with Phoenix. I'm gonna put everything in my opportunity to sell. No guarantee, sir, but I'm gonna commit to it.
Grabe. I'm very, very impressed, and I think that's one of the reasons why you have been very successful. Alam mo, Coach. Alam ko, sinabi ko nga kanina yan, even in your playing career, you always took, the road very less traveled, and of course, always surviving o lagi mo sinusubukan ng sarili mo. And yet you've always come out. Sabi nga nila, they cannot put a good man down. That's why I'm very, very happy for your success. Ang tanong ko, Coach Topex, is why Lasal? What attracted you to coaching Lasal? Aside from your dream of being involved in Lasal, of course.
The first time I watched a college game, it was Lasal against FEU. Back when Tony Boy Espinosa was playing, Jana Del Cardel was playing, Jun Limpot was playing. Idol ko po si Johnny Abarrientos growing up, when he was with FAU. Pero Lasal po talaga yung gusto ko. I don't know why, sobrang ano po ako sa Lasal. I don't know maybe it's the atmosphere, maybe it's the people, but PTV Sports pa po yata nung time na yun yung pinapalabas yung game. That's what I told the brothers when I spoke to Brother Bernie. I was a fan of Lasal ever since talaga pong pina-follow ko sila and yun po. And sobrang lapit po ng ano nila sa akin.
Pero ang tanong ko, Coach, galing ka na ng collegiate You started, of course, as coach ng San Sebastian. You went to Lyceum after, a couple of years na hiatus, no? Bumalik ka sa NCAA. And then you got into the pros, no? Sa PBA. Karamihan ng mga coaches will always say, ang professional league, ang crowning glory, dahil yun na yung mataas na level, mas mataas na level. But bakit ka from the PBA, you decided na balik ako ng college? What is the difference between pro and the collegiate league? Is that something that also factored in para sa'yo?
There are two things. Unang-una po, Lasal yun. That's okay. Yun po, dun pa lang po it's really a deal breaker for me already that it's Lasal. Another thing, is I go back to how I started my career ko back in college. Binigyan lang po ako ng opportunity ng college to where I am right now ko. So malapit po talaga sa puso ko yung mga bata. Ang ano ko nga po sa sarili ko is, kasi nawala na po ako sa basketball eh. I was out, nagtrabaho na po ako sa US, I was a caregiver after my PBA career ko. But basketball keeps bringing me back. So sabi ko, ano po ba talaga plano? And I really find fulfillment in being with the kids, being with them, teaching them the path that I went through, kasi kagaya nga po nung sinabi nyo, it wasn't easy for me. Pero ang sinabi ko po sa kanila is, if you really wanted to achieve something, ma-achieve mo siya, but napakalaki po ng kailangan mo i-sacrifice ko. Hindi po siya madali. Hindi po tayo kagaya ng mga gifted players na nilalatag na lang po yung path para sa kanila. And sa isang team po, swerte na po na magkaroon ng isang gifted player. Pero the rest po yung mga players na yun, kailangan po nilang magtrabaho. And sabi ko nga po, I'll use my journey to be an inspiration to others, lalo na po sa mga players in college. Kasi nga po, isa yun sa mga path going to the PBA. Another thing po, gusto ko po ipaalam to sa mga players, hindi po lahat nakakapag-PBA. Meron naman po nakakapag-PBA, saglit lang. So, ang importante po, is ano yung gagawin mo sa college mo, kung paano mo gagamitin yung college para magkaroon po ng mas magandang opportunity sa buhay. So, sabi ko nga po, I could only deliver the message kung ako mismo yung nandun.
Tama.
Palagi ko pong sinasabi to, I told this to my players, even with Lasal, sabi ko nga po, sana lahat sa inyo walang mag-PBA. Nagtinginan po sila sa akin. Sabi ko, kasi po, ayoko pong kasi opportunity na makapag-aral. I'm not saying you're gonna be, but it's gonna give you a tool para sa buhay mo. Kasi when I look at my players, I always look at that 15 years from now. Yung tapos na po, most likely tapos na yung mga pangarap nila sa basketball, ano na po yung mangyayari sa kanila? So, that gave me the fuel na sabi ko po, if I'm gonna be used with my gifts coaching, I wanna put it in the college level. But I'm not closing my doors to the PBA com.
Of course,
to answer your question.
okay.
Kaya nga po, tapos ko that's my dream school ko. So, talaga po, I took the risk.
Alright, obviously, sinusundan mo Lasal, as you mentioned, even, I guess even now na you're coaching in the PBA, sumusunod ka sa UAAP developments, sumusunod ka sa Lasal. Honest assessment mo, Coach Topex, of the team. What is wrong with the Lasal Green Archers? Because ako, personally, I follow the team because I'm an alumni. I have a lot of friends na nanonood kami. We felt underachieving ang Lasal this year. They should have made the playoffs easy. Yun ang aking tingin, no? What was wrong with the Green Archers, Coach?
Okay, I wouldn't say there's really anything wrong. That's due respect to the coaches also that came before me. I think, again, the competition number one is really getting stiffer now. There's a lot of schools that are really improving with their program. And you have to consider, that the barometer of the UAAP, whether we like it or not, there's going to be those teams, and LaSalle is one of them. So every time the teams are going to play LaSalle, they really will play their best because that's going to be their gauge. When I used to coach college, every time I play LaSalle, I always gonna tell my players to always give their best. Kaya po napakahirap nung situation being representing LaSalle. Another thing, maybe it's just me watching and observing as a coach. I think also yung nagkulang din po siguro ng because of the injuries to the players. Kasi ang daming times po na hindi po talaga kompleto yung lineup. So may times wala po si Evan, wala po si Mike Phillips, wala rin po si Kevin Kiambao. So those are vital pieces of the team So may mga times po talaga na gaano kalakas yung lineup mo. May mga struggles po na nangyayari that's really gonna affect the outcome of the season for you. So basing it on what I'm watching lang po, those are the things. But there's a lot of games din po that they have won. Kumbaga, it's just a matter of make or break. They lost by 2 points, 1 possession. So ang dali po talagang i-judge, walang nangyayari or hindi. But as a coach, it's really pretty much, there are teams that they could really won.
All right. Very quickly, what do you like about the team on the other hand? Of course, obviously, kaya mo tinanggap yan because you see a lot of talent, a lot of potential. What do you like about this team?
I guess they have they're packed with talent. They're young, so balance rin po ko. There's a lot with every position. There's somebody that could step up. I think that's one thing, and obviously, Coach Derek and the rest of the staff were able to recruit quality players. So I think it's just an opportunity lang po ko with what we have right now and how we're gonna maximize this talent. This so full of potential po with the talents that we have, and even guys coming in. I think it's just a matter of making sure that we're gonna play the same tune to the same beat, and we're gonna dance to the same song. So yun lang po siguro ko what I could say right now with seeing the lineup that we have.
Alam mo, marami nagsasabi, and you have been described as a terrific motivator. And I know that, sabi ko nga kanina during my entrance, yung buhay mo alone is a motivation. Yung career mo alone is an inspiration to many athletes, many basketball players na tularan, no? But as a motivator, what is the one thing, or maybe the first thing you want to impart with your new team pag nakita mo sila o pag nagsama-sama kayo? What is that thing that you want to say to them?
Well, I've told this on my first talk with them that first, you have to remember that you are part of a team or an institution that everybody wants to be a part of. Because sometimes, they're just looking at what they don't have, but they forget to see what they have. Sabi ko po kahapon sa nila, guys, you know what? If I would call out a tryout, I'm telling you, it's really gonna be crazy na marami magpupunta because everybody wants to be here. Everybody wants to be a part of this program. Sabi ko nga po sa nila, it took me 28 years before I get to be here. Sabi ko, that's how long I've waited. And now you're here right now. You are they're taking for granted. And then sabi ko sa nila, sana wag dumating yung time na nawala ka dito at inisip mo kung ano yung nawala mo because you're gonna regret it for the rest of your life. So, unang-una po yun, na sinabi ko sa nila, be grateful kung nasaan ka. Kasi ang daming gustong pumunta dyan. Sometimes hindi mo nakikita kasi dahil tingin ka ng tingin sa malayo But you don't see where you are right now. So, isa po yun sa sinabi namin.
Alright. Coach, one thing na na-notice ko rin about Salle, and of course, if you differentiate it from, for instance, Ateneo, and we cannot help but compare, of course, to the Ateneo program dahil silang defending champion. They have been in the finals for 15 years and in 4 championships in the last 5 years. So they are the barometer. Yung one and done na programa, yung kulturang ganon, yung one and done, do you agree with that? Naniniwala ka ba dun sa ganon? Or do you want to build culture in this team?
It's again, it's just my opinion. I'm not. It's a personal opinion for me. I have nothing against that. What we are just trying to avoid is, yun na nga po, it depends on what you really want to build. Do you want to build culture, which is gonna take time? It's gonna be an investment, or you're gonna take a gamble. At the end of the day, it's gonna be the choices that you have to make. But if you're gonna ask me personally, again, having those one and done players will really boost, I guess, the competition because those are really good players that we could learn from. Kasi nga po, they've been to a lot of battles before. I'm sure you're not gonna get somebody that's gonna be one and done na hindi naman po talaga nasa taas ng echelon ng basketball, ng college basketball. So it's gonna be somebody na napakagaling at that level. But personally, I would really prefer having kids from here on for a long time. Kasi again, for you to build not only the culture, but for you to build loyalty, it's gonna take time.
Right.
And you have to go through the process of, kumbaga, planting, nag-i-invest ka sa kanila and that's really something that's really valuable. Just for my opinion, I'm not representing everybody. It's a personal opinion. I don't mind getting Phil-Amps. They really bring so much value to the league. But sana nga po yung the longer they could stay, the better it is for the league.
In that regard, Coach Topex, how long is your contract with Lasal? Ano ang agreement ninyo? Ano ang nasabi sa iyo? And of course, anong expectation ng Lasal management?
When the managers told me that to offer, like, I guess sabi ko nga po, I just want to have a chance. Kagaya po nung pagpunta ko sa PBA nun, Red Bull only offered me 3 months because Jim Torian was out back then. I didn't even tell them that, give me 3. No, I just needed the opportunity to be here, So,
right.
Up to now, I think they would offer me, sabi nga po ng managers, 3 years is too short for a good coach. 3 years is too long for a bad coach. So, depende na lang po yun kung saan ako magpo-fall. But again, that's gonna be the offer right now.
The offer.
And again, that's gonna be a lot of opportunity for me to really invest in myself, to make myself valuable. And sinabi ko rin po to sa kanila, I'm coming in to serve Lasal.
Right.
Their vision is gonna be my vision. I'm just gonna be there to help with what I have para po ma-pursue yung vision. And if you're gonna ask me, is it championship or not, I told the players and I told them myself, if we're not thinking about championship, of winning a championship,
what else?
We shouldn't be here.
Correct.
I know it's an unforgiving community. I signed up for that, and I'm just gonna put everything that I have to make sure that the vision of Lasal, of faith, service, and communion will be important to me because now I'm a part of that.
All right. In that regard, sabi mo nga, you've put yourself in that position. Alam natin ang community na Lasal. Are you afraid of the pressure? Alam mo, iba ang pressure ng alumni from fans, no? Ito kasi may ownership siya sa team. How is that going to affect you, Coach?
I always believe that pressure is also a privilege. Kumbaga, if you want to be average, don't be in this position. But if you want to do something great, to be part of something great, you have to sacrifice a lot. And that's gonna be your ticket to be a part of basketball's great if you have an opportunity here. And I think the fear is subsiding because knowledge is gonna be your power. If you keep on investing on yourself, making yourself valuable, that's gonna give you an opportunity to succeed. In whichever program naman in whichever team, if you're the head coach, there's always gonna be pressure. Sabi ko nga po, might as well be in this situation. I'm gonna gamble on this na alam ko, I might be loved right now. I'll be the most hated coach after this. But sabi ko nga po, I'm only gonna get this chance once in my life
Right.
And bakit po ako matatakot? Because if I don't do this now, kailangan ko po gagawin ko. And I don't wanna regret that I walked away because I was so afraid of the criticism of the whoever it's gonna be. When you say fan, when you say Lasal, you're not only talking about students or alumni of Lasal. Lasal has a fan base of not even students. That's how I could tell you, after I became the coach, everybody loves me. But remember, those people that loves you now, they might hate you tomorrow. But that's the way of the world, Ganun lang po talaga But what I'm doing is, I was clear with my why, and that's to serve in whichever capacity I told them. I'm just a part of Lasal, I'm not Lasal. So, yun po palagi yung I'm just a part of this tradition.
Coach, I'm very happy with your statements. Bilib na bilib ako sa statement. I guess as a parting shot, what are your what's the first order? What are your plans for the future? Ngayon na ikaw na ang mahawak dyan in terms of training, exposure, recruitment, ano ba ang immediate na nakikita mo, Coach?
Immediate is investing in our foundation. Everybody was telling me, how will you beat Ateneo? How will you beat UP? We want to make sure that our foundation is solid because if we're not a united front, any team could beat us. So sabi ko nga po, before we focus our attention on the outside dangers, we have to focus on what's inside. And that's building our relationship, making sure that we are going to be united with what we do, with what we want to achieve. So I think my role or my service to the LaSalle team is to make sure that these kids know where we're going and then guide them there. Sabi ko nga, will it mean a championship? We all hope so. But what I keep on telling them, when we start to care for each other, when we start to focus on how can we help, how can we serve, and how can we give, winning is gonna be the byproduct of everything that we're doing. So that's what I told. I think Brother Bernie was also on the same page on that. Let's invest on making sure that our players, our athletes, feel nurtured, feel taken care of. Kasi po sometimes we get so focused on winning, so focused on beating these, na nakakalimutan na natin that we are dealing with human beings. At yung kailangan po nila is to feel cared. So that's pretty much what we're building in, because we have the best. I mean, we have the best recruits also. I mean, I'm proud of that. That we have players that are really on top of that echelon. But what's important, is the foundation po.
Well, you have a terrific group of guys. Of course, nag-recommit si Evan Nelly, and of course, andyan pa yung Phillips brothers. Andyan si Mark Nonoy. Ang dami si CJ Abadam. Ang dami pang magagaling, and of course, marami pang papasok. And like I mentioned at the top of this interview, I don't see any better coach that could have been selected by LaSalle. Coach, bilib ako sa'yo. I am very happy for the LaSalle community. I know it will be a more exciting year, more exciting season for us next year in the UAAP, and it augurs well para sa UAAP. Parting shot, Coach, sa LaSalle community, your final message to them.
First po, maraming salamat po, and I don't know if you remember, every time we see each other, you always check on me, always ask how I'm doing. I really appreciate it, Com. Sorry lang po, Com, sometimes I cannot make it to your show. I wanna apologize po, but I'm so grateful, Com, for all these years that we've been together. Every time that you advised me when I was with Red Bull, I don't know if you remember that, Com, but you always talk about doing it right, and I value that so much, Com. Thank you for that. For the LaSalle community, I'm so thankful for the opportunity to be of service to you. I really value this opportunity, just like what I told the team earlier. I've waited 38 years for this. At 28 years for this, I want to make sure I'm going to hold on to dear life to make sure that I advance the cause of this team. And it's not going to be about me, but it's about the team, and it's about the school, and it's about the community. So, Com, thank you very much po, at more power to the show. And enjoy your break, Com.
Thank you very much.
Alam ko masarap
Thank you very much.
I sense it.
Salamat. Good luck. Animo, LaSalle. Salamat.
Thank you po.
Mga kaibigan, ng bagong head coach ng De La Salle Green Archers, walang iba kundi si Coach Topex Robinson. Not only a great coach, he is a great person. Yan ang mahalaga, I think, sa puso naming lahat. Na nakita namin na yung nandun ngayon is an inspiration to everyone that will play with him and under him. Alright, mga kaibigan, bago tayo magpatuloy, isa muna pong paalala mula sa ating mga tagapagtaguyod ng Power and Play. Aming pong pasasalamat, of course, sa Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum. Sa ganitong pabago-bagong panahon, mga kapatid, sobrang init, biglang uulan, lalamig. Kailangan natin ng matibay at protektadong bubong. Dapat ang bubong ay yerong may aluminum. Kapag may aluminum, tsak na pangmatagalan. At isa lang ang alam kong dekalidad na yerong may aluminum, yan ang Cherry Loom, tibay protektado sa pangmatagalang yero. Cherry Loom, ang yerong may aluminum. Cherry Tiggo 8 Pro, how neat it is to have a 7-seater SUV that has a powerful engine, world-class safety standards, and the latest tech features. Bet you didn't know that the all-new Cherry Tiggo 8 Pro has all these features and more at a very affordable price range. Cherry Tiggo 8 Pro is equipped with a 1.6 turbocharged gasoline direct injection engine, an advanced driver assistance system, and 12 other safety features, including lane keeping assist, forward collision warning, and door opening warning. The flagship Tiggo 8 Pro allows you more control of the wheel. And what's great is you can also join the green revolution with the Cherry Tiggo 8 Pro plug-in hybrid electric vehicle or PHEV. Eksakto to doon sa EV charging station ng ASEA. So book a test drive now via www.cherryauto.ph or visit a Cherry dealership near you.
Thank you!
Chooks to go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan. Subukan ng kanilang pinakabagong oven-roasted chicken na mas pinasarap dahil sa nagumapaw na flavorful chicken juice. Try also Chooks, ang first dine-in restaurant ng Chooks to go. Again, Chooks to go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan. Thank you! True religion is in the Philippines, where passion meets power. Experience it firsthand. For your best style choices, visit True Religion at Conrad S. Maison Mall of Asia Complex, Resorts World Manila, and Hacienda Designer Outlet in Silang, Cavite. True Religion. Visit their newest branch at Grand Wing Newport City Resorts World Manila. Joyride, ang bago ninyong kasundo. Book Joyride Motorcycle Taxi for safe, affordable, quality, and fast rides. Mga kasundo, first booking nyo, use promo code JRMC Taxi, 50% off on your first motorcycle taxi ride. Maximum discount, of course, is 100 pesos, valid for first-time users. Ano pa ang hinihintay nyo? Download the Joyride Super App on Google Play Store and App Store. Thank you! Elms Seafood Paluto, the latest offering of the Elms Resto Bar Group, located at Unit 2 ground floor, Calibistra Ever Commonwealth, Quezon City. Enjoy their delectable seafood menu in a relaxed casual dining atmosphere for your salo-salo seafood meal. Elms Seafood Paluto. Skin, your face and body anti-aging center. With branches at Alabang Town Center and Green Hills, San Juan. For your skin assessment and treatment schedule, dial 0917-890-1640 or 0977-809-8886. Thank you! Asea Subic Beach Resort. Experience the getaway that you deserve and dive into limitless happenings, rejuvenating experiences, and gastronomic adventures. Asea Subic Beach Resort. Thank you! Sari Suki, may itindahan. Gusto mo bang kumita ng higit 50,000 kada buwan? Magkaroon ng online negosyong puhunan? No registration at joining fee. Download Sari Suki sa App Store at Google Play Store. 50,000 kada buwan. Sari Suki, may itindahan. Thank you! For best results, Regrow Minoxidil. For best results, use Regrow Minoxidil with pre-grow shampoo and conditioner. Choose Regrow Minoxidil and regrow your confidence with healthy scalp and healthy hair. Regrow Minoxidil is available in all Derm Clinic branches, leading drugstores, and department stores nationwide. You can also purchase Regrow Minoxidil on Lazada and Shopee. Just look for the Good Derma Shop and check out your trusted Regrow Minoxidil products. Like and follow our Facebook page at Regrow Minoxidil for promos and announcements. Regrow or Minoxidil is the generic name of Regrow, and if symptoms persist, consult your doctor. And of course, Power and Play is powered by Smart. Live Smart! Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng ating mga tagapagtaguyod ng Power and Play. Alright mga kaibigan, we're into the final part of our show, and we put the spotlight on Chinese New Year to end our show sa ating pong In the Spotlight.
Power and Play with Noli Iyala.
At ngayong araw pong ito, ang ating pong ilalagay sa spotlight ay isang feng shui expert na galing po ng International Feng Shui Association. He's a network accredited master. Walang iba kung hindi si Mr. Norman Cruz. Magandang umaga.
Hey, Sir Norman. Good morning and happy Chinese New Year.
Happy Chinese New Year. Gong si Patchay, maraming salamat for joining us this morning. Sir Norman, unang-una, before I ask you about our athletes, gusto ko lang malaman muna, this year is the Year of the Rabbit. Ano ba ang symbolism ng Year of the Rabbit, Sir Norman?
Sir Noli, ang Year of the Rabbit, tatlong bagay po. Exciting, challenges, and more competition.
Wow! And pag sinabi mong ganyan, that applies to any aspect of our life. Challenging, competition, exciting. Pati maging sports, maging buhay, maging politika, maging showbiz, lahat ganun yan, Norman?
Yes, Sir Com. Kailangan po ganun kasi po if you're not exciting, kailangan po may wow factor po this year. Kasi po, marami pong wealth ngayon and it's a matter of you creating more value for yourself and being a better version of yourself. kung kapareho ka pa rin last year, same old, it won't work this 2023, Com.
Alright, alam mo, marami nagtatanong, before I ask you about specific athletes and celebrities, no, maraming nagtatanong, yung feng shui ba, yan daw ba ay fortune telling, yan ba, ano bang basihan yan, yan ba talaga ay makakatulong? Can you just briefly tell us, ano ang role ng feng shui, maybe sa ating ordinary na mga buhay?
Com, since lahat po tayo ngayon ay meron naman pong cellphone, feng shui po is about location and direction. So it's knowing, Com, yung pong saang direction okay, saang direction hindi okay, saang location ka okay at hindi. At yun po yung vital, knowing each year. Kasi nagbabago-bago po yan every February 4. So nagbabago po yung good and bad location. So hindi po kailangang bumili at magsuot po ng mga mamahaling bracelet o magbibili ng charm. So it's about knowing yung direction and location, and you tune into that and you get what you want.
All right. Well, that's very good, and that's a good way to lay the predicate para dito sa mga sports personalities na gusto kong tanungin at ang kanilang feng shui ngayong Year of the Rabbit. Now, hiningi po sa atin ni Sir Norman yung name of the athlete at yung birthday niya para siya ay makapagbigay ng kanyang konting, hindi naman prediction or fortune telling, but more of analysis ng ating sports celebrity. So, I'll begin. Si Olympic weightlifting champion Heidelin Diaz, ang birthday niya, February 20, 1991. Anong nakikita mo sa feng shui ni Heidelin?
So, Sir Nolly, kung gusto nating malaman po yung pong influence ng society, market, and friends doon po sa atin, we look at the year of birth. Kung gusto naman po natin makita yung pong kanyang career, possibilities po, how he or she earns the money po, makita na po natin yung month of birth. So, ganyan po yung pagtingin. Kasi po, ang birthday po natin has 4 pillars. Pag love life naman po, yung day of birth. Pag investment, pag decision making, pag children, yung hour of birth naman po. So ngayon po, Sir Nolly, because of the time, discuss natin yung month, career, and yung influence sa kanya ng society, which is the year of birth. So si Miss Heidelin will gain more fame this year, more recognition for her. May isang bagay lang po siyang iingatan. Forgetfulness po. Ilang po ang iingatan niya ngayon. But a very good year for her. Very good year for her.
Well, that's good to know dahil gusto niya mag-qualify sa Olympics. EJ Obiena, yung ating pole vaulter, November 17, 1995. Ano nakikita mo?
Will be attending a lot of celebration this year. Good food, good dining po, lots of influential people. So yung po yung kanya pong bridge po, yung connection. Isang bagay lang pong iingatan po ni Sir EJ. Miscommunications po, Sir. Sir, iniingatan niya. In all aspects po.
Well, nakita natin last year yan, yung miscommunication. Nakita natin yan, nagkagulo yung kanyang mga finances niya. Let's go to Kaloyulo, ang ating world champion gymnast, February 16, 2000 ang kanyang birthday.
Opo, so pinanganak din po siya ng tiger. So basta po may tiger, ingatan ng forgetfulness, number 1. And 2, ingatan din niya po yung kanyang mental health. Si Sir Kaloy po, more na tumutulong siya, the more blessing he will have for 2023.
Wow, alam natin matulungin yan. Yung pamangkin ko, si Alex Ayala. Ayan, medyo bata-bata yan. May 23, 2005.
O siya po ay pinanganak po ng Month of the Snake and Year of the Pig. So sa kanya po, time management, and this will be a very, very good year for her.
Alright, well, she's hoping that one. Of course, papunta siya ng Bangkok. Kai Soto, yung basketball player na 7'4" natin, May 11, 2002, he will be playing for Gilas Pilipinas.
Oh, si Sir Kai po, yes, lots of opportunities for him, full of love, and a lot of sudden changes. So any changes po na gusto po niya, siya na po ang mag-institute rather than the change would be implied on him. Very good.
Uy, maganda yun ha, yung siya mag-institute ng change because alam naman natin, very floating yung kanyang career. Ito, kababayan nating Amerikano na nasa NBA, Jordan Clarkson, June 7, 1992.
Okay, so ito po, siya po yung may ngiting wagi. Siya po yung may big smile this year because this year, a lot of helpful people for him. So lahat po ng frustration, lahat po ng medyo hindi po natuloy last year, ngayon po, shoot sa banga po and with a big smile on him.
Aba, shoot sa banga. May FIBA World Cup yan. Sana puro shoot talaga mangyari doon sa World Cup. Alright, Tim Cohn, Coach Tim Cohn, the winningest coach in PBA history, December 14, 1957?
Oh, for Coach Tim, much better year because of yung rat po ngayon, much better yung kanyang month of birth. Yung po, for the Rooster, because Rooster siya ngayon, may clash po, so he might be misunderstood this year. So, kailangan po niya to plan ahead. Long-term planning po for Coach Tim po, this 2020.
Naku. Tim, Coach Tim, I know you're listening, so you remember long-term planning according to Sir Norman. Ha? All right, ang ating boxing icon, ang ating pambansang kamao, Senator Manny Pacquiao, December 17, 1978.
Oh, much better year po para po kay Senator Manny because po, full of love siya ngayon. Again, a lot of opportunities. Again, marami pong, because of so many opportunities, priorities po should be set straight this 2023.
Good point. Priorities. Ngayon, nagbabalik na siya sa boxing, maaaring bumalik din sa politika. So, dapat pangalagaan yan sa decision-making ni Senator Manny. Ang ating isa pang boksingero na Olympian, bronze medalist, Yumir Marshall, October 29, 1995.
Very good year po because siya po'y pinanganak po ng Month of the Dog and Dog po is number 1 kasi secret friend siya at kaibigan po siya ng Year of the Rabbit. So very good for him. Opo. So ingatan niya lang po yung kanyang weight.
Ayun, okay, tama yan because medyo sa boxing importante. So ang Year of the Dog pala ay very good sa Year of the Rabbit. Ha? Magandang yan, ha? Tandem.
Number 1
okay.
Opo.
Okay, Nesty Petesio, isa pang silver medalist sa Olympics natin, April 11, 1992.
So meron din po siyang ngiting wagi. Napakagandang year po ngayon. Ingatan lang po niya ang kanyang mental health. Don't overthink. Yan po ingatan niya.
Oy, alam ko yung si Nesty, minsan naiisip niya kung magre-retiro na siya o hindi. That's a good suggestion. Alright, Carlo Paalam. Ito, medyo bata-bata to na malaking pag-asa natin dito. July 16, 1998.
So, ito po, napakagandang taon because he can promote himself, no? So, he can monetize himself. And then, ingatan lang po niya ang forgetfulness. So, baka po meron siyang masabi niya, pupunta ako dyan, I'll do this, but makalimutan niya, yung pong ingatan niya. Don't forget important.
Alright. Okay, nga ito, si Coach Chot Reyes ng Gilas Pilipinas, August 1, 1963. So, Year of the Rabbit yan.
Si Coach Chot po, nasa kanya po ang spotlight, ang attention po for 2023. So, lahat po pwede niyang i-10x po. And yes, napakagandang taon po para sa kanya this 2023.
Well, sana nga, dahil siya ang ating magiging head coach sa FIBA World Cup. Ito, isa pang superstar ng volleyball, Alyssa Valdez, June 29, 1993.
So, si Miss Alyssa po as full of love, lots of opportunities, and again, sudden changes po siya. But doon po sa sudden changes, make sure na ito po, she plans ahead, long-term planning din po ang kanyang requirement this year.
Okay. Let me skip to some of these names na aming sinadjust sa iyo. I will go to some sports patrons. Si Mr. Manny Pangilinan, Manny V. Pangilinan, MVP, Boss MVP, July 14, 1946.
Si Sir Manny po because he's born the Year of the Dog. Number 1, si Sir Manny. And he's also born po in the month of the Goat. So he can maximize po yung digital platform. He can invest more po digitally. Very, very good year po para kay Sir Manny.
Boss MVP, ha? Bata mo ako. Very good year daw eh. Alright, isa pang boss ko. Ito, si Mr. Ramon S. Ang, January 14, 1954.
Also very good year. So, iingatan lang po niya yung pong kanya pong indigestion, but very good year, lots of travel. Yes, I think now he's abroad. So, yeah, very good year for him this year. Napakaganda po.
Boss RSA, bata mo rin ako, ha? Boss, kaka-birthday lang ni Boss RSA. Alright, ito, bago tayo magtapos, siyempre, mahalaga to. Ang ating Pangulo, ang ating Presidente, Bongbong Marcos, September 13, 1957.
So si Presidente BBM po pinanganak ng Month of the Rooster and also Year of the Rooster. So nasa sa kanyang kamay po ang tagumpay ng ating bansa because of the decision he make. Again, kasi may rooster po, he has to make long-term planning, plan ahead po and a lot of changes po. At siya na rin po yung mag-institute ng change rather than the change befall on him.
Oo, importante na siya ang mag-take over talaga. And of course, we wish him all the good health. Sir Norman, bago ako magtapos, ako kasi year of the rin ako rabbit April 1, 1963 ako So ano bang nakikita mo sa akin Yung
okay,
anong pwede diyan?
So kung kahit April po kayo, you're still part of the rabbit. So kayo po ay month of the rabbit and year of the rabbit. So ang rabbit po ngayon is rank number 3 best, and you have the power of social media po. Just initiate po any platform. Yung po, being exciting, gaya po what you're doing now. Wow factor! And yung po, you have more projects for 2023, Com.
Yun ang gusto ko marinig dyan. More projects, lalo na pagkasama ko si Sir Norman. Norman, again, before I end, saan ba nila, kasi alam mo, marami ngayon nagtitext sa amin na saan ba pwedeng magpaganyan at malaman namin yung aming feng shui din. Where can they find you? Saan nila pwede kang kausapin? At siguro details ng mga social media accounts mo.
Com, meron po ako sa FB page po. Norman Cruz, Wow Feng Shui.
Yun, mga kapatid, Norman Cruz, Wow Feng Shui. Kung gusto nyo pong makausap at makakuha alam natin ang feng shui is about balance. Hindi naman po to about prediction or fortune telling. It's more about balance of life. Kaya naman naimbita natin dito si Sir Norman. Sir Norman, maraming salamat sa oras na binigay mo sa amin. Sana hindi na to last time Maraming salamat.
See you, Kap. Thank you po. Very much. Happy New Year. Thank you.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Yan po mga kaibigan ng ating kaibigan, si Sir Norman Cruz ng of course, ng Feng Shui Association, International Feng Shui Association, a master network accredited master ng Feng Shui. And narinig niyo po ang mga mahalaga na mga advice sa ating mga sports personalities. Alright mga kapatid, before we end the show, andyan na ba yung ating mga joyride winners for this morning, yung pong ating pong Joyride Super Up Top Up promo na nanalo ng 1,000 pesos e-wallet credits mula sa Joyride. Ang pangalan po ay si Jamie Francisco, si Myriel Ann Carlos, Jericho Lucilo, Michael John Malanay at si Julia Malapado. Lahat po kayo nanalo ng 1,000 pesos e-wallet credits mula sa Joyride. You will receive a private message from Joyride Philippines. Alright, mga kaibigan, gusto ko lang basahin yung ibang mga nagpadala ng kanilang katanungan sa ating Pulso ng Bayan na ang tanong natin, is Justin Brownlee the greatest of all time na import sa PBA? Sabi ni Art Castro, he's almost perfect. He's tied with Sean Chambers with the number of titles among imports. Bobby Park Sr. ay 7-time best import. Harold Grimares, he is indeed the PBA GOAT, sabi niya ganun. He got the guts and showed how professional basketball should be played. Si Victorino Duran, sabi niya, Sir Noli, tanong ko lang po, si Justin Brownlee ay isang Pinoy ay nasa Ginebra. Okay. Parang gusto niya malaman kung pwede na maglaro ng Pilipino. Hindi po. Import pa rin siya. Mandy Ginto, sabi niya, sino pa ba? Yun ang tanong niya kay Justin Brownlee. Talagang siya na ang GOAT. Si Gada Romel, sabi niya, yes, JB, one GOAT player ever having 6 championships for Ginebra, different players. Si Aaron Robb, Justin Brownlee na ang GOAT sa import, 6 championships in 6 finals appearances. At marami pa po na nagpadala ng inyong mga kasagutan. Hindi na po natin mabasa lahat dahil naubusan na po na tayo ng oras. But again, thank you for everyone who has sent their opinion and their messages to us ngayong araw pong ito. Alright, that'll do it for us from ASEA Beach Resort in Subic. Again, nagpapasalamat kami sa ASEA sa kanilang pag-host sa Power and Play at sa lahat sa inyo po na sumubaybay sa atin ngayong araw na to. Gong Si Fat Chai, Happy Chinese New Year sa inyong lahat. At lagi po nating sinasabi, tuwing Sabado, bawal ang masungit, lalong-lalo na pag Chinese New Year. At sa lahat po ng ating gawain, ad maiorem Dei gloriam, all for the greater glory of God. Kami po ang 1PH, teleserbisyo para sa Pilipino. Susunod na po ang inay ko po. Happy Sports Weekend mga kapatid. Magsama-sama tayo next week. More power, more play.
kapwa ko Pilipino. Ipagmalaki ang galing na meron tayo. Ilantad ang likas nating talento at magdala ng saya sa mundo. Sa harap ng pagsubok ay di susuko. Para sa pangarap tayo'y porsigido. Magpakitang gilas na at magpapatalo. Ipagdiwang natin ang Pilipino. Yan ang Pinoy. Mula noon at hanggang ngayon, talento natin ang bida. Mula sa simpleng bakuran hanggang entablado natin ipakita. May pagsubok man ng Pinoy, pinalalakas ng saya. San man tayo sa pulot, syempre, sibay, lakay, amiga. Sama-samang pakita ang galing natin katropa. Sa kapwa ko Pilipino.